Guys, I'm Ellie. Welcome back to another video. Today's video is about getting obsessed with yourself. Anyone that knows me just a little bit knows that this is my favorite topic. And I promise you, you have never seen a video like this about getting obsessed with you. I want to start by saying people who do not believe in the power of getting obsessed with yourself have the wrong idea. There's a reason why people that are obsessed with themselves are able to manifest anything, are healthier, more helpful, more resourceful, just overall feel way better to be around. People who are obsessed with themselves are not only magnetic to other people, also to all their desires and intentions. Okay, by hating yourself, by feeling negative about yourself, not only are you working against yourself, you're literally working against the whole universe. Because you're an extension of creation of everything that is, you are literally moving against the harmony of everything. There is nothing in nature that hates itself. It's unnatural. It is not normal. There is an intelligence in every existing thing that knows that by loving itself, by pouring into itself, it's working for the greater good of everything around it. Okay, so people who are telling you to give everything, to deplete yourself for them or for other people are lost. Stop. That needs to stop. The inner voice within you that tells you that's smart needs to stop. Okay, now that we cleared that out, we can get into it. So your life is a mirror. If you begin feeling obsessed with your own energy, with your own presence, with the way that you exist every day, so will everything else. This is law. A lot of people get this mixed up because they only know themselves on the level of their insecurities. They only know themselves for the bullshit that other people told them about them. They think that being obsessed with yourself takes away from the other people around you. This is so false and absurd on so many levels, you guys. I couldn't even begin. The real paradox is that it is the most unselfish thing that you can do. It's always bigger than you, my love. Anyone that I have ever come across that is obsessed with themselves since I was young has only ever lit me up. People who are obsessed with themselves and only want the best for how they feel, those people can only ever produce outcomes that match that feeling. Okay, this is why they're the most useful, most resourceful people ever. They can only produce outcomes that are in resonance with the way that they feel inside, which means they want to create that feeling not only for themselves but for everyone around them naturally, not in a people-pleasing way. It just naturally happens. Even being around them just feels like a breath of fresh air. Like you get more energy just by being around them. Think of anyone in your life that exudes this energy and think about how alive, lit up, or inspired you feel every time you're around their presence. People that are not obsessed with themselves, the ones that are stuck people pleasing, are the ones that are resentful to others. They're tired. They're trying to bring everyone down to their level of energy. That's the law of resonance. So your self-love, if you allow it, has the power to lift up the frequency of the entire planet. So in this video, we're going to cover 5 practical things that you can do and an energy that you can move from that will get you absolutely obsessed with you. Okay, number 1, start being the center of your world. Allow yourself to be the center of your world by calming your nervous system down. You are obsessed with everything outside of you because your nervous system is in survival mode. Anytime I'm easily triggered, anytime I care too much about what anyone thinks, anytime I let a situation rock me a little too hard, it is always because I am in survival mode. Think about it, okay? When you're in the wild, you are always going to be scanning over your shoulder. Is that a bear? Is that a snake? Is that a gorilla? This is what scanning looks like, okay? In our modern day, our version of scanning is scanning for people's micro expressions every time you're out. Or maybe you're in a conversation. You're reading their face to see how they react to you. Do they like me? What do they think about me? Is it something I'm saying? Is it the way I look? You overanalyze text messages. You obsess if someone responds to you or not. You try to predict what everyone is thinking about you at all times. Constantly scanning the world for cues that you are approved of. My love, this is prey behavior. And when you're in prey mode, the last thing you're worried about is being obsessed with yourself. Okay, this isn't a personality. This is not normal. People call it attachment types and all these things. No, it's dysregulation. And the way we flip this is pleasure. I prioritize pleasure down. Real pleasure, not dopamine scraps. Real pleasure. This is how your system learns that the world is not hunting you, that you can relax your energy, that you can use this energy to obsess over yourself now. Take time away from your phone. Take time away from your outer reality. Do things that light you up. You can sign up for classes where people feel good and nourished. Sign up for classes like yoga or dance classes. Something I like to do is take walks and scan for things that are giving me pleasure, like the sun on my skin, the abundance of fresh air I have to breathe in, the sounds of the birds or kids. If you can do this in little moments, you can do it when you walk into a room. I don't care who's in it. This makes you so magnetic. People around you are constantly in survival mode. Someone who can feel pleasure in their body just screams magnetism. Start consuming social media where humans are alive and nourished, and you can tell they feel good about their lives. They're happy, they're creative, they're not talking shit about another person. They're not tearing each other apart like they're in the jungle. You want to learn to rewire your emotional state from danger to pleasure. It is insane how many things open up for you in this state. That is when obsession with others stops. That is when obsession with yourself begins. Number 2 is to develop a fire within yourself. Every day, I do not miss a day. Every single day for 20 minutes, I close my eyes and I hold a flame within myself. Imagine to be one of those old-fashioned lights that you kind of hold in like a jar. And I wait. I actively wait. I actively listen to that voice in my head that is going all day long. I imagine this light and I wait alertly for any icky emotions that I might have, any urges, any thoughts, any sensations, anything that feels like really urgent. Even the thought of get up now, this is so stupid. You have to do this. You have to do that. You could be doing this. Oh my God, you didn't respond to this person. It can be little or big. When I'm holding this light and having this alert waiting for those 20 minutes, I'm not reacting to anything. I'm just watching it. I'm observing it like, Now here's the trick. Every time something gets loud, or an urge to get up and stop doing this gets loud, or a triggering emotion, all I do is brighten the flame. I brighten the flame that I'm holding. What this does for me is show me that my presence is bigger than any bullshit that is passing through me. My presence, my awareness is always the main thing. Keeps me from being hypnotized by any of my bullshit conditioning, any voice in my head that tells me I can or can't do this, anything that tells me this is impossible for me, this can't happen for me. I know that my presence is bigger than any of this. This is the one thing that has made me so unstoppable, you guys. My day-to-day life, I am too alive. I am too connected to my own fire. There's nothing, there's no one, there's no situation that can touch that. This is a real presence I can feel within myself. My manifestation clients do a version of this every single morning. And this is the biggest thing that you can do in being obsessed with your own presence. Nothing can shake you. You are unbothered. You feel so good within yourself. Other people can feel your presence because you can't be pulled this way or pulled that way or tossed here or tossed there. Number 3 is to keep receipts on yourself. Literally receipts. Every time you do something that you genuinely respect, write it down. You can save it in your notes app, but my favorite thing to do is write it down on a little piece of paper. I literally have a jar. I've gone through multiple jars. Every time you do something that you respect, write it down. If it's posting a piece of content, if it's not reacting when someone's trying to trigger you, if it's hitting a goal, if it's going on a walk, if it's waking up and doing your makeup, if it's getting over your social anxiety and talking to someone at the grocery store, if it's making a call that you've been meaning to make, if it's finally speaking up for yourself, if it's drinking 2 bottles of water today, if it's switching a thought around in real time, if it's walking into somewhere confident as fuck, whatever it is, record it, print a receipt for yourself, and save the receipt. If you've been spending years tracking your failures, every time you fell short, feeling bad about yourself, feeling guilty, listening to people talk down on you, and you have an emotional reaction to these things, you are saving them in your subconscious mind. These are the things that keep you from leaping into your next level. These are the things that keep you from feeling absolutely confident in yourself, from feeling like you have the room to be obsessed with yourself. Your obsession with you grows from evidence. So on a day when you're leaping into something new, on a day where you're just not feeling good, on a day where you feel like everything has failed, you have ruined everything, you can pull out that jar, dump it, and read every single little thing, big or small. What I want you to do is keep your sense of validation internal. When you don't have this clear internal sense of who you are, how you value yourself, the vision that you have for you, when you don't have evidence that you are someone that you respect, that you are someone that has respected yourself in the past, it is so easy to start looking outside of yourself for that validation. So grow your obsession by having an internal reference point. Refer to you. Yes, keep supportive people around you, but you do not need someone to tell you, yeah, you're doing a good job. Keep it going. You're always dependent on people or things outside of you to make you feel that fire, to make you feel lit up about yourself. Honey, you're in trouble. Number 4 is take up space. I've come to the knowledge in recent years that there's no such thing as a lazy person. Typically, most people stay in their little cocoons and they don't want to act, or they don't want to step into new dimensions of themselves because they're scared. Scared to be seen, scared to be judged, scared to make other people uncomfortable, scared to exist loudly, scared to take up space. So subconsciously, you procrastinate. Start feeling low energy, and all it is self-protection. The cure to this? Micro moments of taking up space on purpose. This is what I call sparking. My manifesting clients know this. The reason I call it sparking is because it actually feels like a spark in your nervous system. A lot of people only know it as anxiety. That's what they call it. They call it anxiety. It's not that, okay? You have a rush of energy coming to you and you don't know what to do with it. So you call it fear and you shrink back and you avoid it. So ways that you can spark up your nervous system are to post the damn video. Post your piece of content. Wear the outfit you've been putting off. Walk into the grocery store like you are God sent. Make small talk with one stranger on the street. Move your body in a way that makes you feel like I'm here, I'm visible, and I belong here. Okay, for me, wearing my heels every day was my spark. They are loud. Click clack, you have to stand tall. I literally cannot hide in them because it just looks even worse and more awkward. But that was my version of telling myself that I am not a prey here, that I can take up space in any room I walk into, that I can make some noise. And that changes everything. Take up more space so that your nervous system can expand into more realities, so that you can receive more of your manifestations. And number 5, surround yourself with people who are obsessed with themselves. You either rise or fall to the energy that you are keeping around you. You can hang out with these people in person, or you can intake their content. When I find someone I'm obsessed with, or I respect, or I see who really values and respects themselves, I love listening to them. I love seeing my problems through their eyes. I love seeing me through their perspectives. It isn't about looking at them and being like, oh, I'll never be like that. Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, I can't hang around people like that. I just feel so small and insecure. The reason that you're around them in the first place is because there is something about the way that they are that resonates with an energy that you have in you. When you are around them, all they do is literally amplify that energy that already exists within you. When you're around people that walk into a room and just open up and spread their energy, people who love themselves, who take care of their body, who speak well about themselves, who live with intention, who do not apologize for their existence, it's activating that frequency in you. You are literally letting their self-obsession wake that up within you. Your environment is always a tuning fork. You cannot run away from this truth.